Hey everybody, it's me, Kylie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we're gonna do a freaking massive book haul. Are you gonna see any titles that you already know in this book haul? Probably not. There's only two, I think, in this whole thing that I've ever heard of before. Oh, maybe three. So there was like a used book sale, and even though like I don't really have a lot of extra money right now, I still went to it. Cause that's just what we do, right? Right, guys? Sorry. I'm not comfortable. There. Yeah, I bought like 25 books. And there was not really anything good there. That book sale was like for 3 days, and I went on the second day. So I guess you kind of had to be in line on the first day. But yeah, I didn't find much. Just 25 books. I think only a few that I've heard of. Okay. And I went to that little library a couple of times. My husband has, even though I asked him not to 15 times, he put them all in like one box. So I'm going to try to remember which ones I got from the little library and but yeah. So here we go. So I got this, Pulse, the Zone Chronicles. Oh no, the Zoya Chronicles, book 1, Kate Sander. This is like, has to do with fantasy, because it's talking about someone in a car crash in Canada. Then she talks about someone being tortured in the dungeons of Solias. And then a king. Yeah, I don't know. So I thought I'd try it out. I was like favoring like the sleek covers. So there's that one. I think I'm just going to put them back as I pull it out. I don't remember where I got this one, but The Monster of Florence. A true story. Oh, I think this is one of the true crime ones that I got. Yeah. Okay, so there's that one. I picked up a few true crime. I picked up a few like travel books about different countries. This one's called An Unexpected Light. This is one of the travel books. Oh my god, I feel like I'm on his knees. Excuse me. What's this one about? Oh, travels in Afghanistan. Duh, like just read the cover, Kylie. Okay, so this one's about travels in Afghanistan. I'm gonna go try to go through these fast, and I'm not really gonna say much because I don't even know anything. Like, alright, this one. The Story of an African Farm, a novel. And the first sentence on the back says that this was originally published in 1883, so this is going to be a historical, I'm assuming fiction, but I don't know. The classic, what it says on it on the front, it says the classic novel of Karoo life. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, this one you're going to know. It's really hard to get these back in here once I take them out. Shoot. I've never read this before, I don't think. I've seen a movie, though. Inkheart. That's, like, fairly popular, isn't it? I think it's, like, middle grade. Yeah. So we're going to try that out. That'll be nice. It's a thick one for being middle grade, if it is. Maybe it's young adult, I don't know. Oh, I remember that this is a movie. Oh, yeah, it has the movie cover and everything. Julie and Julia. It's about cooking, I don't know, or some lady how she uses cooking as like therapy. Okay, The Light Between Oceans, a novel. This is a pretty cover. Lots of stars, and that's a lighthouse. Yep, some guy. A lighthouse keeper. Yep, that sounds fun. Alright. Oh, here is another, like, sleek black cover, what I was talking about. What does that say? Night Ambulance? Yeah, Night Ambulance. Set in Newfoundland. The characters stand between societal expectations and the right to decide their own fates. It takes place in the early 1970s. There, sounds good to there. This is one of the ones I got from the little library for sure. This is called 15 Dogs, and it says a bet. I just literally read the first line and I just grabbed it. And so it begins: a bet between the gods, Hermes and Apollo, leads them to grant human consciousness to and language to a group of dogs who are overnighting at a Toronto veterinarian clinic. So we'll try that out. Alright, let's see. This is kind of morbid. The Kids Next Door. It says, sons and daughters who kill their parents. So this is another one of the true crime ones. I got this one from the little library. Stuart McLean, Home from the Vinyl Cafe, A Year of Stories. It's a national bestseller. Oh, this is another true crime. Someone Cry for the Children. The Unsolved Girl Scout Murders of Oklahoma. I was a girl guide. They call it guiding, girl guides in Canada. And I was a girl guide from, I was definitely in Brownies. So probably like about 8 or 9 years old, all the way through until I was like 16 or 17. No one was getting murdered when I was in it. I don't know. This one's called Sea Glass, and that's a pretty cover. Yeah, about a pair of young newlyweds who setting out to build their life together in a derelict beach house on the Atlantic coast soon discover how threatening the world outside their front door can be. So there's that. Oh, I have this one I got from the book sale. This is a Sarah Dessen, and I got this one because I remember Emma Novella talking about Sarah Dessen. I can't remember if she liked it or didn't like it, but she was talking about her, so the name stuck out to me and I just grabbed it. I don't know anything about it. It's probably like it has some romance. Oh, she's a model. Yep. Okay. This one looks good. In the Garden of Beasts, Love, Terror, and an American Family in Hitler's Berlin. So I'm assuming it's fiction. It's taken place in 1933. Historical fiction. That sounds good. Okay. About this one. The Next Best Thing. I don't know anything about this. This lady is having a midlife crisis, it sounds like. If I'm reading the back. Oh, I didn't pull this one out. Here's another one of the travel books. The Middle Kingdom Inside China Today, an indispensable portrait of modern China. Paints a remarkable picture of a remarkable civilization as seen from the inside by a man whose knowledge of China and the Chinese spans over 40 years. Okay. There's that. Oh, I've heard of this one before, I think. The Birth House. This would be historical fiction too, taking place in Nova Scotia in Canada. Okay. I haven't heard of this, but there was like multiple copies of it. So I grabbed it. A Fine Balance, it's called. That seems like it'd be hard. I don't know. Not really saying anything. This is set in the mid-1970s in India. Tells the story of 4 unlikely people whose lives come together during a time of political turmoil. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we'll try that. Oh, here's another one that you'll know. It's a massive. This is like a tome, but it's still floppy. The Mists of Avalon. So this is, it says on the back, it's like quotes from people, so it doesn't really, but I don't know what it is about. I've just heard of it, and I've never seen, if there's a movie, I've never seen it. But this person says, why did no one ever think before to tell the story of King Arthur from the perspective of the women? So that'll be, yeah, interesting. I hope it's written well, because I don't know, how many pages is this monster? Oh, does it hit 900? It was 8 something, 868. Ooh, 876. That's brutal. Okay. Oh, another travel one. It's India in slow motion. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and then here, this one's will be like short stories or, this is kind of like a coffee table book. Unforgettable journeys to take before you die. Mysterious Ruta Maya from Mexico to Honduras, an expedition across Antarctica that follows in the footsteps of the famed explorer Ernest Shackleton. From Singapore to Bangkok on the luxurious Eastern and Oriental Express. The famous and infamous Route 66, a legendary road trip through the heart of America. Nice. Okay, we're through. We're nearing the end. We're nearing the end. Okay, World Hunger, 12 Myths by Frances Moore Lapp and Joseph Collins. Okay, so pretty self-explanatory. I got this one for the title. Dirtbags. That like honestly, like this cover, like the colors and the title, like did I even read the back? Spider. Someone named Spider is the main character, a scrappy kid growing up in rural BC. Sounds good. Then I think this is one I got from the little library, and I recognize this author's name. Michael Crichton. So it's a sci-fi, sphere. Then this one was definitely in the little library, The Immigrant's Daughter. What does it say? It's obviously too, okay, it talks about the aftermath of Vietnam, and then This other woman's living in El Salvador. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Scruples? I think this is a romance. The spellbinding story of the rise of a fascinating woman from fat, unhappy, poor relative of an aristocratic Boston family to unique position among the super beautiful and super rich. A woman who got everything she wanted. Fame, wealth, power, love. Okay, so on one hand, I feel like I didn't read the back because on one hand, it's nice to see someone come from nothing or like bad circumstances and make something of themselves. But on the other hand, like when you talk about it like this, like fat, unhappy, like fat and unhappy don't always necessarily go together. And the unhappiness might have nothing to do with someone's body size. So I just don't like how they worded that there. But we'll still try it out. Might surprise me. This one's called Princess Daisy. And it looks like, this kind of seems like a movie cover. But maybe it's just a model. Oh no, like on the back, there's some pictures too. So I don't know if it's a movie or if this is a real person. Now the long-awaited NBC TV miniseries based upon the glittering #1 bestseller. I've never heard of it. She's a princess, Princess Daisy, a blonde beauty living in a world of aristocrats and countless wealth. That's a dream. Her father was a prince, a Russian nobleman. Her mother was an American movie goddess. Men desired her. Women envied her. Daisy's life was a fairy tale, filled with parties and balls, priceless jewels, money, and love. Then, suddenly, the fairy tale ended. And Princess Daisy had to start again with nothing. Except the secret she guarded from the day she was born. Sounds very dramatic. Or maybe that was just me. This one, The Borrowers. I've never read this. I'm sure I saw the movie, but I don't recognize like the cover, so I probably saw the movie when I was, or the TV show, now an enchanting BBC series. So London made it into a TV series. Okay. But I've heard of it. Like this is middle grade, I think. Yeah. I've never read it before, so we'll see. This one, The Nanny. Oh god. The Nanny Diaries, a novel. And then it's like a wanted ad. It says, Nanny is Mary Poppins channeling Dorothy Parker. Who's Dorothy Parker? Am I supposed to know who Dorothy Parker is? Sorry. Vogue said it was impossible to put down. Isn't Vogue a fashion magazine? Either way, I picked it up. This is definitely a movie. Under the Tuscan Sun, at home in Italy. It's a memoir. A memoir. I didn't know it was a memoir. Okay. There we go. What am I missing? The Little Paris Bookshop. This just looked really cute. Like, I don't usually buy, like, for the cover. No, I definitely read the back. Because the first thing I see on the back is the word apothecary. And that, like, hooks me. I'm like, what is that? What are they doing there? A floating bookstore in a barge on the Seine. Like this, like Seine, the Seine, like, river. He prescribes novels for the hardships of life. That sounds, yeah, one sentence and I'm in. Alright, is that it? Princess Daisy. Yeah. No, guys, that's it. I don't know how many were there. Should I count them? You want me to count them? This is 20 minutes, but I'll edit out like my silences while I stared at the back of the book and said nothing. Okay, 3, 6, 9, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 32. 32 new books. Why did I do that? Why do we do this to ourselves? I'm not addicted to buying books. I'm not. But I also don't understand why I did this to myself, because I've already created my TBRs up to the end of December. I've already decided what I'm going to read all the way through December. So when the heck am I going to read this stuff? And like none of it was already on my TBR. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, so that's my book haul, my September book haul, and it's only September 7th today. And next Wednesday is my birthday, and I've actually given my mom a list of stuff that was on my TBR, stuff that was, like more popular or like newer books. I think I asked for Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. I think I asked for Simon and the Homo Sapiens Agenda, and Leah on the Offbeat, and the Saba to Beer that she has 3 books out, like A Torch in the Night, and then the other 2. I asked for all 3 of those. Yeah. And then I also won a giveaway. I won Rachel Marie's 500 subscriber giveaway. And so she said I could have anything in value up to $25 from Book Depository. So I picked 6 of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. She said the shipping takes like forever. So I don't know where Book Depository is located at all. But if it's in Europe, like normal shipping from Europe will take like 2 weeks for sure, but maybe 3. And so if Book Depository is like literally like putting books on like boats or something instead, like I don't know why the shipping would be so much slower than regular shipping, but if they throw it on a boat, it's definitely going to take at least 6 weeks. So maybe that will be part of October's book haul. But anyways, we are hitting 24 minutes of raw footage as I say this. So I'm going to call it a night. But yeah. Let me know if you've read any of these, what you thought of them. If I should bump any of them up on my TBR. The only ones that I can see myself reading like soonish are the travel ones and maybe the true crime ones, because I haven't totally solidified my TBR for my nonfiction November. So I can definitely fit some of the nonfiction ones in there probably. Yeah, like and subscribe to see more from me. And have a great night. That's all I have for you today. Bye.